everybody! Welcome to the Turtle and the Bear podcast. I am Turtle.
And I'm Bear, and welcome to episode 16. Sorry we missed last time.
Yes, we had a bit of a rough go.
I had some friends over from another province, and so it was a really, really busy weekend for me before, the weekend before we started recording. And then I also got really badly sunburned, so I was dealing with a bad sunburn and then major burnout. And it was just not a fun time for me.
Yeah, and then
You were pretty busy while I was busy too.
I was kind of busy, but then...
Well, Dougie had a lot of people over.
Yes.
So it was exhausting for you.
Because he likes dealing with stuff with people. Yeah. He doesn't have hobbies.
A very introverted person married a very extroverted person.
So the issue is that his hobby is people.
Yes. Homeboy needs to find a hobby. I love him, but
yes,
he needs a hobby.
We love him, but...
If anybody can think of a hobby for him, please let us know.
But anyways, yeah, I was going through a bit of a burnout.
Yeah.
And we were going to record, and we kind of looked at each other.
I came over, too. I'm like, yeah, I came over.
We looked at each other and went, no.
not happening.
I can't do it.
Yeah.
So the next few episodes, at least, we're going to be talking a bit more in depth about ADHD and the issues that surround it, a little bit more on the symptoms. I know we've talked about it in the past, but it was more just
skirting
surface level, more our perspective.
Mm-hmm.
So we just thought it would be fun to go in a bit more of a deep dive.
Yeah. So, doing that, I was on Pinterest and I found some fun...
As one does.
As one does. Pinterest is one of my doom scrolls.
I find stuff on Instagram.
Pinterest is my doom scroll. Same with Instagram, honestly. Mm-hmm. But, Pinterest specifically for podcast episode, findings and stuff, that is where I, just lose track of time. So I have 4 quotes, and I thought they were pretty interesting and or funny.
Mm-hmm.
So ADHD women are often people pleasers. Wow, I haven't had caffeine today either. They're often people I don't know what English is today.
Is that my stomach or yours?
I didn't hear it, so it's probably yours. Let's restart. ADHD women are often people pleasers, perfectionists, and creative problem solvers. They often find ways to skirt by. Are you okay? Are we struggling today?
My stomach's going...
So because of this, they stress more to make life work so they can avoid feeling like a failure.
Mm-hmm.
So, I know you for sure are a big people pleaser.
Yes, and I don't know if that's the autism or the
it's
ADHD
definitely
or
a mix of both.
So basically, for everyone, what I do is I people please to avoid conflict.
Yes.
Because it takes less energy to people please than it does to deal with conflict.
To say, hey, no, this is not what we're doing, and that.
Yeah.
Yes. Just to say no.
It takes way more energy to deal with conflict.
Yeah. I'm not a people pleaser anymore. I used to be.
I'm getting better.
You are getting better. Thanks to yours truly. I'm a bad influence. I really am. I used to be a pretty big people pleaser back when I was dealing with my trauma in a way where I didn't want to deal with it. But now I'm like, this is me. F y'all if you don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
And I've always kind of been stubborn. I'm very strong-headed and strong-willed.
Me, on the other hand, I've always been very shy.
You've been very intimate. Nope. Intimidated easily.
Yes, but I was...
Introverted, that's the word I'm using!
My God. We're a little wacky today. I did take my medication this morning.
I did too.
Wow.
Yeah.
Anyways, even as a young child, I was shy.
Mm-hmm.
So that wasn't something that was forced upon me. That was me, 100%.
Oh, for sure, yeah. You've always been quieter and shyer.
Yeah.
People who say ADHD isn't real have clearly never had to reread the same page for 20 minutes because your brain keeps blanking in the middle of it. And both of us are avid readers, so we totally feel this.
What my brain does, or at least what my
You've
eyes
tricked
do,
your brain.
what my eyes do is they skip ahead a couple paragraphs. I'm like,
Wait,
whoa.
stupid brain, go back.
And I'll realize about halfway through the paragraph, I'm like, wait,
this doesn't make sense. What
wait
happened?
a minute. Well, I'll realize I'll do it, and I'll read a little bit, and I go, whoa, go back and read. Go back and read those 3 paragraphs you skipped over.
That's funny.
But I think for me, it's my autism, which is why I can sit and read.
You also have inattentive ADHD,
Yes.
so you don't have to be up and moving and squirrel brain as much.
Okay,
like you still have squirrel brain.
Okay, I'll be reading with my Kindle, so I have my little Kindle set up. But then
this girl has the best setup. She's got a big ass cow that she uses as a pillow. I swear it's like 3 feet.
It's a
big.
squishmallow. It is huge.
She has that, and then she has her Kindle arm thing that holds her Kindle up, attached to a table, and then she has a page turner, so she doesn't have to move. And I'm like, I would fall asleep if I sat there. I wouldn't be able to sit and read. But she's like, it's comfy, and I'm like, yeah, that's why I would fall asleep.
But anyways, so sometimes I'll have that, and then I'll have the TV on. I'll have like a Netflix show paused, or it'll just the Xbox will be turned on, and then I'll have like crochet, and then sometimes I'll also play my Switch, or sometimes I'll walk on my walking pad. So I do go back and forth. And then sometimes,
do you walk on your walking pad and read? Or are you that coordinated?
No.
I was just trying to picture it. I'm like, I can't see you doing that.
If it's an audiobook, yes.
Yeah.
And I'm sure if I had like a bigger Kindle, because I just have the basic Kindle.
It's basically like the size of a phone, but a little thicker, like wider.
Yeah.
Because like it's the same length as my phone, I think, or something.
Yeah. It's a 6-inch basic Kindle. If I had a bigger Kindle and I had a stand, and if I had like a walking pad that had like a handle and I could attach it so it was right there, I maybe could.
Maybe, yeah.
But
see, no. I'm like, I don't understand how people. I'm not coordinated either, really. Well, not as bad as you, but I'm not as coordinated as other people.
I walk into door frames and tables.
That's ADHD though.
And
but like,
did I ever tell you about the rake incident that happened in high school?
You have not. There's still.
So you know those old rakes that are like.
Did you do the classic? Did you really do the classic cartoon and thunk yourself in the head?
It wasn't all the way on the ground. It was leaned up against like a railing, and my mom had just warned me, "Be careful of the rake."
You were warned about it,
and I didn't. I knew it was there. But I thought I had a little bit more space in between where my foot was and where the rake was. And I stepped on it. I had a black eye. Or like I had a bruise at least.
Oh.
Like, and
poor turtle.
Yeah.
Wow. Speaking of that, ADHD is like driving a really fast car, but the steering is loose and the brakes are non-existent.
Yes.
That's basically what you just were talking about. Watch out for the brake! Steps on it anyway.
I'm actually a very clumsy person. I don't even... And then I get scolded like, what are you doing? Yes, because I intentionally harm my body.
Yeah. My fun thing for like weekly is, ooh, what bruises do we have today?
Well, sometimes Ducky asks me, where'd that come from? I'm like,
I don't know.
Or I say, I have a bruise. I have no idea where it comes from. And then he proceeds to ask me, well, how'd you get it? I don't know. I just said that.
I am bad for bruises because I'm anemic, so like I have low iron.
I am not anemic.
Bruise like a peach.
I am not anemic, but I bruise really easily.
I bruise like a peach. And normally it's on my lower legs. And that's, again, it's common for people with ADHD. Yeah. You run into shit and you don't know, and yeah.
I've run into people before. People I know. And I don't mean like, oh, I've run into them on the street, like, oh, hey, how are you doing? I mean, like, I've literally
Crashed into them.
Yes, because I misinterpreted how much space I had in between.
You don't have any depth perception.
I do. Just sometimes when I'm really in my head,
it just turns off.
it turns off.
That's funny.
I become a guinea pig. Because fun fact, they have no depth perception.
Don't.
They'll think they're 3 inches off of the ground when they're 5 feet.
Yeah.
And they will try and jump.
Is that why you're not allowed to have ledges when you have guinea pigs? Because, like, normal guinea pig cages are just the one level, and there's no, like, jumpy areas, because they can't jump.
You can have ledges, but there has to be, a fence.
Or they will hurt
or they'll just jump. Or, if there's no fence, there has to be, a thing for them to jump down onto.
And soft.
That's, a safe distance. It doesn't have to be soft. It just has to be a safe distance.
That's funny.
I know we're going way off topic.
Very. We're talking about ADHD. It's not really that...
That's fair.
Yeah. Going back to... Anyway. So, Chicken has ADHD. I just realized this not long ago. We talked about it before on the podcast.
Because I think it's the same kind of ADHD that I have.
Yes, he has inattentive ADHD. He doesn't have the kind of ADHD I have, which is the hyperactive.
Mm-hmm.
And I've never really had a man or known a man to have inattentive ADHD.
Mm-hmm.
So at first I was in denial.
Mm-hmm.
And then my mom kind of opened it up and was like, he definitely does. And so with that being said, I only just learned this fun fact. When we're fighting, Chicken and I'll talk to him and I'll be like, you need to express to me how you feel. And he's like, I can't. I don't know how to express. I don't know how to do that. I don't have words. And apparently that's very common with ADHDers. Often they have something called alexithymia, which is not having words that can describe how you feel.
Mm-hmm.
Or they have something called dyslexithymia, which is using the wrong words to describe how you feel. So dyslexithymia, you could be like, you're feeling angry when in reality, you're feeling overwhelmed or you're feeling anxious.
Mm-hmm.
So my brain, I've read that for doing research for this podcast episode, and I was like, oh my God. So I went up to Chicken and I apologized. I'm like, I am so sorry. I didn't realize this was an actual thing. Because I'm like, oh, you're just being a man. You don't want to talk about your feelings. So I did apologize to that. And I felt very bad. But anyway, now we're going to talk about symptoms or signs that could possibly mean you could have ADHD.
Now, not all of this could mean that you
just
have
because
ADHD.
You show these symptoms doesn't mean you have ADHD.
The following symptoms are chronic lateness / time blindness.
Yeah, so if you're always late for something because you don't realize, I know there's a hack where if you say you have 5 minutes, you're going to be like, oh, I've got lots of time. Whereas you change it to seconds, you're like, oh my God, I got to get ready now. That is a fun hack.
Yeah. Daydreaming, zoning out. I know
you do that a lot. That's an inattentive thing.
It is, because,
yeah.
Poor impulse control.
Oh, look, a bruise, just like we were talking about. Fun.
Poor impulse control.
Oh my God, I
know you have really bad impulse control.
I have terrible impulse control. I messaged Chicken because my mom got us butter tarts and there was 6 butter tarts.
Aww.
She was so sweet. She's like, you get half, he gets half. You got one.
Oh no.
I messaged him and I'm like, I have very, very no impulse control. He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, I ate all the Pop-Tart, the not Pop-Tarts, the
butter
tarts. He's like, you're a butt. So she went out and bought an entire pack for him.
Oh,
I wasn't allowed it.
That's me and chocolate chip cookies.
I have, when it comes to sweets, I'm very, very bad for it.
We both.
I'm so bad. I have no impulse control whatsoever.
Social butterfly, then burnout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's really nothing to talk about. That's kind of self-explanatory because, you can be all over and, talking and all excited to have someone around. And then,
well, and then the way
at the end of that, it's like...
Well, the way I react to it and the way you react to burnout is a bit different.
Yes.
Because I'll burn out a little bit quicker than you will.
Yeah, you do. I think that's a mix of the ADHD, though.
And I'm also an introvert.
Oh, right. I'm an Omni. I forgot.
Amni. I think it's
It is
ambivert.
ambivert. I always say omni because it's
You're
om
not
nom
an
nom.
omnivore. I mean, we
Yeah,
are.
I am.
Sorry, my apologies. We are.
We're struggling with English today, guys.
Continuing, interrupting.
So that it's because your brain thinks so fast, you don't want to forget that thought, so you interrupt.
I know what Ducky does is that his brain's moving so fast. Is that I've mentioned this on here before? He'll start a sentence, so he'll say my name, and then go so.
And then continue, and you have to yell at him, right?
Well, no. Sometimes I go yes.
So what?
But then he did say it does bother him when he does that because he's very frustrated because his mind is like, imagine it's basically 1,000 voices going and you're trying to find the one thing you
try
just
to chase
had.
that thought. Yeah.
So it is frustrating. So I'm trying to get better at that. So I'm trying to kind of I skipped one. I'm just gonna go back to it. Mind wandering during conversations. I know mine does.
Yes. A lot of people don't realize that that's not normal.
I know.
Like neurotypicals don't do that.
For me, but for us, that's normal.
It's so normal. Because like you'll be talking about something and then your brain will go on a side tangent, like guinea pigs. I don't know how we even talk. How did we start the guinea pig topic, by the way?
Depth perception.
Right. So that's kind of a good example of how your brain wanders during.
Okay, but for me, it was an example.
Yeah.
Of something.
But your brain will do that.
Yes.
Inside your head, not while you're like you don't actually talk about it outside 90% of the time.
Well,
unless you're having a conversation with another ADHD person,
where you talk about
everything,
and somehow it all ties in together.
Yep.
Irritability.
Specifically on like changing plans.
I know sometimes I'll call you because Ducky's done something that's just pissed me off. And we'll be just like
we'll just be breathing and I'll be like, yes, sweetie, you're married to him. Calm down.
I love him. Oversharing.
Yes. I'm very bad for oversharing.
I was really bad. But then I stopped sharing a lot of things and then people are like, oh, you never talk.
Yeah, there's no winning with that. Me, I'm at the point where I don't give a fluff.
I know.
So I will overshare to my heart's content.
Well, we both do that, and we're both like,
you and
that's
I are
great.
besties, so like that's different.
I know, but then sometimes I go, I didn't really want to know that.
Like some of the fun facts about my dad.
Why did you bring that up? Now you're thinking about it.
You're welcome.
Oh God, your brother's gonna have fun listening to this.
He knows too.
Anyways, hobby hopping.
Yep, we're bad for that. So basically, you follow the dopamine, and so you have so many different side hobbies.
Well, let's list off your hobbies.
Oh, we have before.
Well, let's just do it again since we're talking about it right now.
Reading, drawing. Currently, we're working on writing a book. So I do like to write. I like journaling. I have been into video games, not recently.
Did you say drawing?
Yeah.
Okay. Painting? Because it's
That's
different.
Art, yeah. Art. I guess. Just art. And then I guess I don't know if it counts as a hobby anymore, but dance, because like whenever I listen to music, I do come up with dance moves and stuff in my head. Chicken caught me doing it because like I'll be listening to him and music in my headphones and I'll be like just moving and I won't even realize I'm doing it, and he's caught me and he showed me the video. I look like I'm having a seizure. I'll have to show you the video because it's so funny and I'm like, what am I doing? Yeah. What about you? You've got a lot more hobbies.
Oh yeah, you do coloring as well.
Yeah.
So I have coloring, reading, crocheting, video games, and
jewelry making.
Jewelry making, that's not much of a big one. I go in and out of it.
That's basically all hobbies for us though. Like we go in and out of it.
Okay, but like
reading is our main one.
Yes.
For sure.
Yes. And I'm looking forward to.
Does doom scrolling count as a hobby?
I don't know. It should. Book buying. Book buying should count as a
Yep,
hobby.
definitely.
Yes, because it is actually a separate hobby from reading.
Yes, it really
It
is.
really is. I think that's all of mine.
Yeah,
I also stare into the void, but I think that's more
that's
autism.
inattentive.
It's also
Yeah,
autism.
yeah.
Um,
Executive dysfunction.
yes,
Yeah,
that one.
I have that bad. I really do, and
I
I feel
know
so bad about it.
I have it. Some
Press 1 for English, sweetheart. You got this.
I get it sometimes because I know I've called you like I need to do this, but I don't want to.
Yes.
And for me, even just having someone on the phone.
That I believe we're actually talking about in the next episode. It's
So
some life hacks.
I'll go into detail with
Yeah. Yeah.
my tongue is.
You're struggling.
Yeah, I am.
Have a drink.
Okay.
Executive dysfunction, for anybody who's not familiar. Wow. Good Lord, help us all today. For those who are not familiar with it, it's basically your brain knows you have to do the task,
Mm-hmm.
but your body will not let you do the task. So, like me, it's getting up and doing dishes. I need to do the
Mm-hmm.
task. I need to get up. I want to do the task. Get
I
up and do the
get that
task.
a lot.
And then you get mad at yourself for not being able to get up.
Yep.
And a lot of people who are neurotypical
Don't
view that as
understand
being
that.
lazy.
Yeah.
And it's not, because you're really being really hard on yourself
Yeah.
for not being able to do the task.
Yep. Where was it? Ah, sleep issues.
Yes, we've talked about that in the past.
Yep. I have
You're
been.
dealing with insomnia now, not me.
It's not really
2 o'clock in the morning is insomnia.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
To be fair, I was listening to an audiobook on my headphones.
Self-induced insomnia? Is that a thing?
So it's actually revenge bedtime. Or like revenge sleep or something.
Oh, I'm
yeah,
pretty sure we talked
we
about
have
this.
mentioned this in the past. It is an ADHD thing as well.
I'm loving how much we're struggling. Oh god.
So basically what your brain does is because you're like, oh, I want to keep doing this stuff. I didn't get to do them during the day, especially for me because I zone out a lot during the day.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just staring and I'm like, oh, but I really wanted to do this and this and this and this. But I got so hyper focused on this one thing and then I get frustrated.
Yeah, I do that with bed rotting. So like I do bed rotting and then I get up at like 3
Mm,
when chicken gets home.
the most I bed rot is for like
I'm bad
hour.
for it because I like to lay and snuggle with my babies.
Well, yeah, if I had an animal, I would probably actually no, I would probably still
No, you just sit on the couch with them.
forgetting to eat or overeating.
I'm so bad for that. Just before we recorded, actually, I was like, I should have eaten before we came here.
I had food today.
I haven't. I've had iced tea. That's it.
Oh my
Does
god.
my medication count?
No.
Oh, damn it.
Hyperfixation,
Yes.
which
So
we have talked
we
about.
have talked about in the past. So if you like focus too hard, if you find yourself focusing too hard on something,
Mm-hmm.
and you just can't get over it, you
Mm-hmm.
can't. You don't want to get over it.
Mm-hmm. It also can. Food can also be a hyperfixation.
Yes,
as well.
dopamine food.
Yes.
You sent me a video on Instagram about your dopamine food changing, and it's like the world is ending now.
It's very sad.
I'm not eating. I'm gonna starve to death.
I have not, thankfully. Actually, no, the egg sandwich thing.
I don't have a dopamine food right now.
So, a couple months ago, I had these really nice bagels, gluten-free bagels that I got from Costco.
Mhm.
They don't sell them anymore, so I'm kind of sad.
Big sad.
But it's Costco, so it rotates.
Yes.
But it was a really nice texture, and for like several weeks in a row, almost every morning, I had a scrambled egg sandwich with cheese in this bagel. And then eventually, I remember the morning, I put it in my mouth, and it was tasty.
But it wasn't the same.
But it was my brain was kind of like,
we're sick of it now.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't have an ADHD. Like I don't have a dopamine food right now.
I know for autism, mine is mac and cheese and chocolate chip cookies.
Mm. See, like, there's things that I can always eat, like mac and cheese I could always eat, and pizza I could always eat.
Yeah.
I won't say no to a Big Mac either.
Hmm. But anyways, black or white thinking.
Also known as all or nothing thinking.
Yes. I don't. Do I do that?
I don't notice it as much with you. I'm very bad for all or nothing, especially with books, as we're finding out. Did Ducky just send this to you?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
For those who can't see, it's a crocheted bear that it has a hoodie on, and that is the cutest thing ever.
My husband has an obsession with crocheted animals.
Their entire back of their couch is basically stuffies that are either crocheted or just ducks, which is why we call him Ducky.
He also loves ducks.
He does love ducks.
But fun fact, he is afraid of the sound of flapping wings.
I am sorry? And he wants an emotional support duck?
I bring this up every single time he asks for a duck.
That's hilarious. Oh. Where were we?
Black or white thinking.
Oh, right. Yes, all or nothing thinking.
I know Ducky does it.
I'm very bad for it, and we're finding out that I'm very bad for it with books. My brain goblin, sorry, side tangent, my brain goblin with
I almost
books,
killed her yesterday.
we have tried to read.
Not literally.
Well, you could have.
I thought about it. So, we tried reading ACOTAR together. Now, I read this series in under, I think, 2 weeks.
I want to say a week.
No, because it took me a while to get through the first one.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Just over a week. Less than 2.
less than 2.
I DNF'd it.
This woman read the first book and went, I can't.
I was doing it to save
For
chicken.
a very good reason.
It's a very good reason why
I'm
I
so
DNF'd
frustrated.
it. Oh, yes.
That's why I'm like, maybe listen to the audiobook at least.
Yeah.
Because since your brain's weird.
Stupid brain goblin. And then I DNF'd Fourth Wing.
Oh god, I was so upset.
I just didn't like the writing style.
I don't understand because
I don't know. I couldn't get into it. I don't know.
And
so now we're reading Throne of Glass.
And before we started, I'm like, so help me God, if you don't finish this series with me, I might kill you.
I read the first 3 books before you even started, really.
Yeah, because I read really quickly.
But I loved them, and I had no problem with them.
Mm-hmm.
And then I get to the 4th one, and I'm like, I don't want to read anymore.
We
I don't need
discovered
to
the
read
issue
anymore.
last night.
Yeah, I'm an idiot. I read
She
the first
didn't.
3 books with glasses on.
And then she was reading this book
Without.
with no glasses. And she read last night, and I think you read, what, like
5, 6 chapters.
almost 10 chapters.
Something like that.
And I'm like, would you look at that? Wearing glasses helps.
Mm-hmm. Brain goblin. Love it.
So, for the future, we will not be reading any series over 4 books.
Yes. Well, we talked about it last night. And when I was growing up, I never read any big series.
But then
you grew up with the Warrior series, which is like
snorts a line
50 books.
I haven't even finished reading them all.
But you grew up with a big series. I didn't do that. The biggest series I ever read was when I was a teenager, and that was a trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
It's now more than a trilogy now, I think. I think it's 4 or 5 books. But
what's the series called?
The Splintered series. I don't know if it's exactly that called.
Okay.
But it's like an Alice in Wonderland spin-off.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. So it was good. It was a fantasy series. But yeah, everything else I've always read was a one-off.
With me, I didn't just read the main series of the Warrior series. There's also super editions, which goes into depth of certain characters' backgrounds, and they're chunky books.
Yeah, mine was always one-offs or duologies. I don't think I read trilogies before.
But again, I think
Splintered.
this is the autism.
It likely is, because you want to know everything about that.
And I'm like, I will now immerse myself in this world,
like,
and I shall not leave.
There's Harry Potter. I didn't read that. There's Lord of the Rings. Didn't read that.
That one's only 3 books.
4 because of The Hobbit. Huh?
Barely.
4 because of The Hobbit.
Kate, technically.
And then like there's Percy Jackson series. Yeah. There's many, like Lemony Snicket, that has like 12 books in it or something. Yeah. I didn't read any of those. I could have, but I didn't. So I didn't grow up with a long series. So I'm jumping in head first to these series with no net to catch me.
I just saw your microphone turn off. It's flashing red. We might need to stop.
Okay, I'm on again.
You might. Okay, so just quick apology for those. I think your boob hit the button.
That would be funny. That's talented.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Just a quick apology.
you likely will be able to hear me on your one.
Yes.
If it's on.
Because you talk quite loudly.
I do talk loud.
What were we talking about? Oh yeah, book
Black
series.
or White Thinking.
Yes.
Book series.
So, and with Bear, with her, she can't stop, like, so if she finishes a book and it's in the middle of a series and she's feeling a little fatigued because it's been, let's just,
a lot of information
fantasy.
thrown at me.
She is not able to stop that series and read like a quick rom-com or a short novella. Me, on the other hand,
You can tandem read.
I can read books at the same time.
That's insane.
Well, like, I'm listening to an audiobook right now and I'm reading
Kindle, and you can do like in a
and I can have a physical copy that I'm reading.
I would not be able to do that.
So I don't read them at the exact same time.
I know, but you could read on your Kindle, and then the next day you could be reading a physical book. And then at night you listen to it. I don't know how you do that.
Some days I listen to an audiobook, read on my Kindle, and read a physical book.
My mic's not on again.
Okay. Do we need to just share my microphone? I think you keep hitting it with your hand.
Let's see if I can just hold it.
Okay.
I'll stare at the green light.
This is going to be a bit of
We're
a
having
longer
technical
episode.
Problems. It's fine.
But why don't we move on from black
again.
and white? Mine's fine. I don't know. Maybe yours is...
Maybe mine didn't charge. I don't know.
Okay, we can just...
set it here.
Sorry if it gets a little quiet for the next little bit.
We're having problems.
We're going to try and get through this.
I was going to say, we're almost done.
I'll try and talk towards the mic since I have the quieter voice. Where was I? Black and white. Intense fear of rejection.
Yes. You have that too, as well, with the autism.
Yes.
I have intense fear of rejection because of trauma
also
as well.
known as rejection sensitivity.
Yes.
Anxiety.
That's just self-explanatory.
Yep. Visual or audible processing problems.
Yes. So that also, again, is an ADHD and an autism thing. Mm-hmm. But people with ADHD, like yours truly called Turtle, they really struggle. So you can be talking and they couldn't understand a single thing you said.
Like, I'll hear the words you're saying,
but your brain doesn't process it.
But my brain just goes,
la 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 la.
White field.
Frolic through a meadow.
Difficulty switching tasks.
Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty self-explanatory.
That's, again, it kind of works with the hyperfixation because you get stuck on that task and you don't want to change.
Yeah. Difficulty making decisions.
Yes. That I'm not 100% sure on why it is. But we do struggle just...
Yes.
Yeah.
So...
Now we get to talk... Oh, wow, we have a long episode this time.
Yeah, and I think we should actually cut it off so we can fix the mic problem. And because
we can talk about things that might be hard to do with ADHD in the next episode.
Yeah, so thanks for listening.
Yeah.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow us.
I love so much that we're having so many problems with this episode. We have Instagram, Facebook, Spotify, YouTube. Everything you can find, our links are all on Facebook. Mm-hmm. We post every Turtle Tuesday, Positive Thursday, and every other Friday we come out with a new episode. So thanks for listening to episode 16.
And hopefully you enjoy the chaos that is this episode. See you next time. Bye!